Let's talk about collection due process for just a second, because people need to understand what this is. In my opinion, Josh, this is probably the single most important right that taxpayers have when they're dealing with the IRS, is the right to challenge IRS potential proposed collection actions through a collection due process appeal. So what happens is, if you owe the IRS money, they can't seize so much as a postage stamp from you until they send a final notice of intent to levy and notice of your right to a hearing. When you receive that notice, you have 30 days. That is not subject to equitable tolling. You've got 30 days to request a collection due process appeal. That takes the case out of the hands of the collection function, puts it into the hands of the appeals office, where the written job description of the appeals office is to review the propriety of the assessment to make sure it's accurate, and to consider potential collection alternatives raised by the citizen, and to perform a balancing test, which balances the IRS's need to collect the revenue against the citizen's desire that collection be no more intrusive than necessary. So these are important protections that citizens have. But you can only challenge the underlying tax liability in certain circumstances. What this bill will do is expand the circumstances under which you can challenge the underlying tax liability to give you more options if you don't believe you owe the tax. This is a very important development. This is not law yet, but this is an area where you want to get in the face of your senators and your U.S. representative to get them behind pushing for the Taxpayer Assistance and Service Act.
If there's one thing on this entire list for you to take and bring to your local or to your federal Congress people and say, hey, we really need this bill to happen, it's probably that collection due process thing. Because
yeah, no question.